Okay, what this video is going to show people is exactly how much it costs to run a site like I'llWriteIt.com. And the one thing I'm going to show you before I explain what this is on the screen here, which is just the server statistics on site usage, is I'm going to show you just how successful this site really is, because I don't think people understand this. So first of all, I'm going to type in Erica Walker on Google. I'm going to hit enter. And here you see that I'llWriteIt.com outranks YouTube. It outranks the Blaze, it outranks the Washington Times, and it outranks LinkedIn. Okay, yesterday I entered the latest flag desecrator I located. Her name's Rochelle Leak. And right here I can put in Rochelle Leak, Atlanta, Georgia. And then I can see that right here, I'llWriteIt.com, #1, flag desecration registry, flag desecrator registry in Georgia. So you can see this is exactly how someone's going to search for this person's place of employment. You know, if Rochelle decides to find a job in anywhere in the country, the employer, we all know this, in 2015 the employers do background checks. And one of the parts of the background check is going on the internet, typing in the person's name and their last known location. This is what they're going to see. They're going to click on this article. They're going to come to this website, and this is exactly what they're going to see. They're going to see pictures and screenshots of this person desecrating the flag. Now, a lot of people have been saying, you know, can you get sued for this? The answer is no. Under the fair use clause of the U.S. trademark law and copyright law, it specifically states that I can use copyrighted material without acquiring permission from the rights holder. And it says examples of fair use include commentary, which is exactly what I'm doing, search engines, which I just showed you, criticism, I'll criticize anyone that desecrates an American flag, news reporting, right here, I'm doing that, research, I'm doing research on them, and teaching. So almost every single exception that lets me use this for fair use, I'm following all in one mission. So anyone that thinks that they're going to sue me for doing this, I recommend you visit this page and educate yourself on the law. And the other thing is, if you don't want on this website, the best thing for you to do is to not desecrate the American flag. Because if you do, and you're going to hide behind an alias, I'm going to find your real name and I'm going to post you on here. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm not harassing you. I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is posting your video that you uploaded publicly. Let me remind you, publicly onto the internet. Okay, so that solves that problem. Let's get into how much it costs to run this server. Now, most people say, you know, why don't you just go get $3 hosting at GoDaddy.com or something like that. Now, see, pay attention to this number right here. This is during off-peak hours. Okay, there it's 112%. So this is during off-peak times. Okay, during peak, there's 208%. So here's your answer. People say, why don't you just go get GoDaddy or HostGator? Because GoDaddy and HostGator only allow 25% of one CPU. It says it right here on their page. Okay, so you cannot use HostGator to host this website right here, because it's just not going to happen. It tells you right there. Anytime you see this number go past 25, you've exceeded the limitations of shared hosting. So what you need to run a site like this is a dedicated server. And here's what dedicated servers cost. Right now you saw it was at a 4-core 8-thread server. To run this during peak times, this number right here will actually hit 400%. And when it does that, anyone else that visits the website gets a blank screen. They get a blank white page. It does not allow the server, obviously, to consume resources it doesn't have, because this is dedicated. So anytime it goes over 400%, it doesn't work for anyone else that views it until the CPU consumption drops. So to stop that and be able to handle the load under maximum CPU usage, it's going to take between a 12-core, which is $200 a month right here, on sale even, that's the sale price, and actually a 16 or 20-core server would probably be more appropriate. That's $319 to $419 a month when it's on sale. The other thing is that it's obvious, and I've shown several examples of this, is that one of the Russian cyber terrorists that are really behind this Eric Shepard movement, the person that's posing as an American to encourage people to step on the flag, they constantly like DDoSing the site. And DDoS protection is $200 per month. Someone might notice, oh, down here it says DDoS protection included. This does not do anything to stop the type of DDoS attacks that these people are throwing at this site from Russia. I showed you screenshots on a video before where the technical support from this company said that it's too advanced for this type of protection. It needs this type of protection. $200 per month, for each website. So right there, the operating cost alone, just on the website, if no one was sitting behind it running it, are about $500 to $600 a month. On top of that, you know, search engine optimization, like I showed you at the beginning of this video, where these people were appearing first on Google when you search for their name, that's just not something you do in 2 minutes and have it come up. It takes a significant amount of time to do that, and it's all legal. You know, you can Google white hat SEO if you don't believe me. It's 100% legal. Black hat SEO is what's not legal. But so there you go. So you have to have someone that's search engine optimizing or search engine optimizing the results when they post them. And also, it takes quite a bit of time to locate these people sometimes. Most of them post under aliases and they think they're cute and they don't think they're going to get caught. But in the end, I always find out who they are. And I even found out that this person that was saying they're from America, that was stepping on the flag, doesn't even live here. They live in Russia, and they use a Google Voice account to appear that something like Google Voice, I assume that is, to appear like they're from America. It's a common trick. And I even found them in Russia. So if people want me to keep doing this, someone's going to have to back this website. It's just the way there is. You know, one person can't do this. If I could clone myself, you know, and have half of me doing this website for 40 to 60 hours a week, and the other half of me running a hosting company and doing my day-to-day job on the other 40 to 60 hours a week, you know, I'd do that. But that's just not how it works. I can't do that. I can only do one thing at a time. I've been doing this for 18 to 20 hours a day, and it's just so long that a person can do that without much sleep before it starts to affect their health, and you just can't do that forever. So someone's going to have to back this site. And the other thing about it is I started a GoFundMe campaign. I was not very happy with the results because 3 people donated $100 to support this website. And the other people, there was more people that donated to pay the fine to pay for the New England Patriots. I mean, $1 million fine to them is like pocket change. You know, they could pay it and it not even break a sweat. But their fans are willing to pay it for them, and they got about $10,000 to $20,000 in the first couple of hours. But when it comes to sticking up to the U.S. military, I can't get $100 in 3 days. Yeah, that's sad to me. It just really is. And the other thing that really upsets me is that people have said that the Eric Shepard Challenge supporters have pointed out that they've gotten over $3,000 in their GoFundMe campaign to support the Eric Shepard Challenge. But standing up for U.S. military vets can't even make $100. It just seems wrong to me, but that's the facts. That's what's going on right now. So this is an explanation to people, because there's a lot of Eric Shepard goons that are going around trying to say, oh, this guy's trying to get rich and this guy's trying to do this and that. And I just showed you it's completely not true. The only thing I'm trying to do is stand up for my country, but I'm being realistic about it. You know, people think that I can just afford to spend 80 hours of my time a week. I mean, sure, I could do that. All I'm asking for is to keep this site up and running. And if you want me to do this search engine optimization and find these people, someone's going to have to run this site. And it's going to take more time away for me to run this site, so I can't run the hosting company and do my own business. And, you know, I'm willing to give that up, but people are going to have to support me in doing it. That's the way it works. There's nothing else that I can tell you about that. It's just the way it works. So it's up to you, America. If you want this flag desecration directory to keep up, and it's already getting a significant amount of attention. You can see here there's been 45,000 people in this site in the last 24 hours, and that's not an accurate number. You know what? And there's 135,000. How many total here? It's showing right here 135 right here. This is search engine traffic, all right? This is Facebook traffic. So you can see this is a lot of, there's 135, let's just say there's 150 people that searched for people on this website and found it. So, and this number also is not accurate, because like I told you at the beginning of the video, when you have when you exceed 400% CPU in the server, people that get the white screen are not being tracked with analytical data. Okay, so they're not getting their names are not getting registered on this. So that's what I needed to show people. So there's probably 100,000 people trying to access this site in a day, but whenever they get beyond the 100% range, then whenever it gets beyond the 400% range rather, then they just get a blank screen. So there's probably 100 to 150,000 people viewing the site in a day.